Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? You already know who this is. This is your favorite girl, Queen B. Yes, Queen B is in the mother effing house. Yeah, yo. So guys, let's talk, right? So it's two things that I actually want to talk about, right? And one of it is, let's talk about Gracie. Right? Untouchable Gracie. Everybody know her as Untouchable Gracie. Yes. She was one of like the first main warrior, right? That used to actually come out and defend Miss D. And you know she can't go on already. Gracie go on with herself, and she make up her little stories them, and she come up and she talk the things them up, and she attacked everybody that attacked Miss D, and she used to go on with herself, right? And of course, along the way, Gracie fell off grace, right? Yes, Gracie fell off grace because, she let bad mind take over. You know what I mean? She make jealousy and bad mind take over. Once, Miss D started to get a little popular on social media, she realized that Miss, D was going to surpass her as far as popularity on social media, on all platforms, right? So Gracie catch her jealousy and she catch her bad mind, and she just feel like, as she should be the one on top and not Miss D. So because of that, she came against Miss D, and she spoke up some little, she go off with herself, and she call her mixy, and she go on with her little self and whatever. Anyway, we all know the whole story with that, right? Because mixy became one of, Miss D most popular selling cake. So it backfired on Gracie, right? She thought she was doing something bad, but it turned out to be something good. So of course we know the whole flip-flopping. She going to church today, she's out of church tomorrow. She's a Christian today, praying and speaking in tongues and carrying on, and then tomorrow morning she back again, the old mix-up and drama again, and so she go on with herself. She's a very, very confused individual, right? But it got to the point now where the devil has totally took over, right? She don't care anymore. She just come up and she just talk the things, them, and the words that come out of her mouth now is so, ugh, you know what I mean? It's not the Gracie that we used to know. And by the way, Gracie, you're telling Miss D that she's not like what you used to see her as, where she was, coming up with the Bible and, praying and preaching. But look who's talking. It's like they cuss the kecker black, because you do the same exact thing, Gracie. Yeah, the Gracie that we knew wasn't this type of person that you have become. So, is a kecker calling the pot black, or whichever way it goes, whichever way it's say. But just to try to make this video as short as I can, because I have another subject that I need to touch on. Gracie, you have gotten or become so bitter now, against Miss D that you can't hide it anymore, right? And that's the reason why for the past couple of days now, you've been coming out so strong against her, because you realize that it's over, right? It's completely over. Any chance that you ever think you had, which I've been telling you, that they're not going to take you back, but you didn't want to listen to me, right? You just kept trying. But now you realize that there is no coming back for you. You will not be accepted back into that circle anymore, because you cannot be trusted. You're very wishy-washy, right? Me, I was never into no planker shop, and I was never into no, I wasn't a planker, and I'm still not a planker. So I can be wishy-washy if I want. I can go any which way I want, right? It's different than when you claiming to be a planker, and I'm telling you, they're not going to take you back. You're too wishy-washy within your own camp, and that cannot work, period, right? So you finally realize now that they're never gonna take you back, and the, what do you call it now, the final clue for you was when Miss D came out finally and took the time to respectfully address Dwayne's concern, right? And gave him, the forgiveness that he was seeking and what he was looking for. And she called him by name. She took almost, I think it was like half an hour to an hour, literally, on Dwayne, explaining her disappointments or whatever in him. And she said, yes, I forgive you, Dwayne. And, she was able to address him and put a closure to him. That's a closure or a recognition or acknowledgement that you've been fighting for so long from her that she refused to give you, right? And once she did it for Dwayne, and you noticed that you never got an apology, and you never got any form of forgiveness, or no olive branch was stretched out to you, I think that was the icing on the cake for you. And ever since then, you've been on a rampage, right? Get over it. Get over it. First of all, no one asked you to be a defender of Miss D. No one asked you to curse for her. No one asked you to defend her. No one asked you to come against people for her. According to you, oh, I helped put you up on the queen stand, and I pushed you up to the queen stand, and I made sure you made it to the queen. Who asked you? Who asked you to do that? You did that on your own because you was obsessed by the lady. You was intrigued by the lady. And yes, you respected and loved the lady, right? So you chose to do that on your own. She never asked you to do that. So if you're now not getting back the results that you think you should be getting, or you're not getting the acknowledgement that you think you should be getting, it has nothing to do with Miss D. That has something to do with your own devil and your own demon that you have to live with, and you have to find a way to get over that. And to me, it's best you go back into your church, Gracie, and stay there. Stay at the